Welcome back, everybody. The History Guy here. Sounds like you guys really enjoyed the crazy ship I built yesterday with 130 torpedo tubes on a modern battleship. So I'm taking another suggestion, and we're going to see what we can make of it. We're going to do the Destroy a Full Fleet mission, and we're going to see if we can build a minimally armed battleship that just has insane amounts of armor, and we're going to see just how much of a beating it can possibly take and still float. So we're going to see how we can max out the armor. Now, first things first, we want to go with the strongest armor we have, the Krupp 4. And, of course, we're on the main battleship, which means there's certain things this modern battleship has to have, like the Advanced Tower 13. Only one secondary tower available to us as well, and we can stick that right there, I guess. And then, of course, we have to go with a main gun. We got to go with something that can actually sink things. But here we've got the Mark V 18-inch guns. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go with a single-barreled Mark V. One on the front, one in the rear. Very little armament, so it's going to take a while to sink anything, for sure. But we need a funnel. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we're just going to start working on maxing out everything. I am going to go with radar. Actually, I might not go with radar. You know why? Because radar is super heavy. I mean, let's take a look and see the weight. Well, it's only about 2,000. I guess it's not that much. And we will go with the best on the turrets, and we're going to go with super heavy shells and a lot of them. But other than that, we're just going to work on armor after we get everything going here. Yeah, we're going to go with the max number on engines and everything just because, again, I'm all about survivability on this one. I'm not too worried about the torpedoes, but I think we'll at the very least go with anti-torpedo 2. At least until we see where we're at on armor. There's Citadel 5, that's the best we can do there. I don't know how much weight it's going to add for each one of these. I'm a little actually more worried about cost at this point. So let's go ahead and start looking at the armor. We're going to get up nice, close, and personal. So this is mostly going to be all about belt armor. I don't know if we can go with 30. I guess we can go with 30 inches of belt armor. How about 20 inches? Oh, boy, that puts us over on cost already, but we're good on weight. So I've got to look at ways to reduce the cost. I certainly don't need this much displacement because we've got plenty of weight. So whatever we can do to reduce the cost. Oh, yeah, that helped a lot. And I'm not too worried about a great amount of speed. I really just want to have lots of armor. I don't know how much weight this is going to add. Looks like we're okay there. Can we go with 20 inches on the tower? Oh, that actually added very little. We could go up to 30 inches on the tower. Secondaries, we're not even going to have any. How about 10 inches on the top turret? That actually doesn't add that much. So maybe we'll go to 20 inches on the turret top. We're still good. I gotta have at least some. Oh boy, we're gonna have to get close and do it fast. So maybe speed's gonna become an issue after all, because my deck armor is gonna be very, very poor. In order to do what I want to do. Okay, so we're still way under on weight. So how much more can we go down on displacement? Oh, we can go a lot. Oh, excellent. Can I move this gun a little bit? Yeah, we're good there. Oh, not that much. All right, there we go. We've got a little bit of an aft weight offset, but we can compensate for that by pushing that one up a little further. So we've added, by reducing that displacement, we've added a bunch more available weight. So now it's just a matter, again, of cost. Yeah, and we're not going to be able to get up to 6-inch deck armor. All right, so that's where we're at. We're a little offset on the aft weight still, but I really can't shift anymore. Oh, you know what? We can go up a little bit with that. There we go. That's a little better. Now we've got a bit of a forward offset. Perfect. Okay. I don't think we can go much lower on the displacement. I guess we can. This is fantastic. We can drop that all the way down and save a ton of money and therefore get a lot more, because, you know, it's just a lot of wasted space, really, because we're going so minimal on things. The less amount of deck we have, the less weight it's going to take and expense it's going to take for the deck armor. All right, I think we're there now. Let's give that a try. I don't know if that's going to be enough. I'm just worried about the deck armor allowing something too quickly for me to be able to survive it. So we're going to have to close that gap as quickly as possible. All right, let's dive in and see what happens. Okay, here we go. 2 battleships, a battle cruiser, a heavy cruiser, a light cruiser, 3 destroyers, all against my tank of a ship. Let's see what happens. He's over this way. So let's start closing that gap as quickly as we possibly can. And hope he doesn't get too many hits on my deck before I can close that gap, because he's probably 30 kilometers or more out. Wow! Oh, okay, let's slow down because we already landed a hit. Get pretty quick reload with these single turrets. Especially Mark 5s. I don't know what we hit already. Oh, it was this guy. Nice. He's about 30 kilometers out. We're going to close that gap just as quickly as we possibly can. I got really lucky because if you look at it, I mean, these shots are not landing that close. Oh, I don't have a lot of shots, though. That's a problem. We might need to hold off on firing. I've only got 258 rounds. Even though I've pretty well lit this guy up already. Actually, we sunk him. Nice! I'm going to hold off on firing anything else. Why am I still firing? Stop firing. Until we get in range, we're only at 13%. We need to save these shots and get them to be worth it. All right, let's speed things along again while we close this gap. We're closing it fast. Up to 23%, 25% now. It's still not good enough. We're not in range for him. Now we're in range for him. All right, now we gotta be careful, because this is where my vulnerability in deck armor becomes an issue. I'm going to kind of zigzag a little bit here and there as best I can with a battleship. Every time shots land, I'm going to kind of shift to the other side. Ooh, he hit me, but it didn't penetrate. Ooh. So far, so good. How close are we? And what does the... Oh, here he comes in now, so let's do this. We've got a 54% chance to hit this guy, so we're going to go ahead and start firing, because I want to watch the torpedoes. I do have some protection against torpedoes, but not a ton. He did land a hit there, a couple of hits. Got a 50-50 chance to land these. And the first one nails him. And when you don't have a lot of shells, that's the way you like to see it go. He hit my deck extended on that last one, so that's what we've got to be careful of. Man, you can hear all those shots being aimed at me. Just a ton of them. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. That's going to be out in front. Deck armor's doing its job so far. See how we're doing. He released his torpedo, so he's getting away from me now. I gotta be careful of where those things are. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this way, assuming he thinks I was going that way when he fired those torpedoes. Ooh. Honestly, I should probably be saving those shells to go after his destroyers till I get up close. Let's go after the bigger targets. Let's get back over there. I want to see if we can spot his torpedoes. Nothing so far. Either they're not close or they're already past me. There's a hit with penetration. A lot of big guns firing on me. We're up to within 12 kilometers now, or 13 kilometers. I'm going to continue to come straight at him. I need to get in close. I've got 240 shots left. Just not getting penetration on those right now. There's a nice hit. Those mostly hit my belt extended. He had one mid-deck penetration. Down to 10 kilometers. Just not causing enough damage. We got 16-inch armor. That's so much firepower coming in at me. A lot of hits, but most of them partial penetration. I don't know if we're already doing armor piercing. I wasn't really paying attention, but we're going to give it a try and see what happens. Yeah, I think that's what we were already doing. Oh, those were some big hits there. There's a mid-deck penetration, one over penetration. Alright, I guess this is about as close as we want to get, because he's starting to get penetration on my deck armor now. Even though I wanted belt. Oh, maybe we need to get closer so he doesn't get any more deck shots. More damage than I wanted to take at this point. There's a nice hit. If I can take out one of these battleships, I'll start to feel a little better. Wow, that was a lot of hits for him. I'm at 62%. Lost my funnel in my rear tower. Getting very little damage. He's just landing so many hits. Just need to take out one of these battleships. Didn't even land a hit on those ones. I feel like I probably just needed a bit more guns. Two's just not enough when you're taking on a whole fleet. Because I've taken so many hits. I wish I could see how many hits I've taken. It's easily in the hundreds. What do we got to do to sink this guy? Oh, those were some big hits. Those ones just ricocheted off the side. Now that I can't move very fast, he's going to come in for the kill with the torpedoes. See if we can take out this. Oh boy, yeah. See if we can take out this destroyer before he gets me. Yeah. Not quite enough though. Alright, he's gone. I know I'm switching targets again, but I think I've just about got that destroyer. Yep, there he is. Oh boy. Yeah, takes a beating. We need to hope for a couple of magazine detonations now. There's one. That's what I'm talking about. Now we have a fighting chance. Let's see if we can finish off this battleship. Not like that. There we go. What am I at? I'm at 24%. Starting to get some water getting in on him now. This is where I probably should have loaded up a few torpedoes. Let's start coming up at him. Try to get in close. He's at just the right angle that I'm ricocheting everything right now. Oh, there's a hit. Didn't change anything though. It's still at 17%, 45 on float. Causing damage, but nothing changing structurally. We have to come up close to finishing. Let's go ahead and speed up as best as I can. Still the same. We're just really not moving at all. That's kind of the problem. No change, no matter how many hits I make. Let's see what armor-piercing shells do right now. Probably nothing. Not a thing. Good night. Well, let's at least try to take out this cruiser from a distance until we can close the range a little bit on this battleship and get up alongside him. There's a nice hit. Two nice hits. It's the thing about these battleships, man, especially if they're well armored, they'll get down to like this 20% range, but then they will just take a beating before they sink. This one's gone. That cruiser, he's at 0%. There he goes. All right, that leaves the French battleship. Let's see if we can catch up to him. He's at 7.7 kilometers. He's just going to run away from me now. Problem at this point might be that he gets away. Oh, we have him down to 15%. Ooh, that was a nice hit. .127 shots left. And they're just dinging off of him right now. Good night. Alright. Let's try to shift a little bit so I can at least get both guns firing on him. I just can't cause any damage. There's a nice hit. That was a real nice hit. Man, it's just two heavily damaged battleships just slugging it out. There it is! Nice. Unbelievable. I honestly, about halfway through, did not think I was going to win that. But two guns and a lot of armor are enough to do the trick. So there you have it. Let me know what you want to see next. A lot of different options out there. I'm going to try something at some point with about 40 cruisers and just try to rush in with a bunch of cruisers, though I'm just wondering about the logistics of trying to manage all of that. And then I think this week we'll probably get into building some historic ships again. So let me know what ships you want to see. I know a lot of you have done that already. So throw your ideas out there and we'll try to get to those. Be watching for my other series. They will be returning tomorrow along with your daily dose of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. So as always, thanks for watching. We will see you again soon.